Barcelona shouldn't be shy about its perfectly decent, reliable mid-range phones. While its big press event yesterday was all about the LG V30S ThinQ, a bunch of camera modes disguised as a new flagship phone, the LG K10 looks like it will bring the masses an all-metal body and fun. Wide-angle selfie camera. We found the K10 and its little sibling, the K8, on LG's stand at Mobile World Congress here, and spent a bit of time with them. They're nothing shocking. The K10 is a black metal slab with a cool, brushed metal back and a front that steadily refuses to acknowledge the current bezel reduction trend. It runs Android 7.1.2. which is disappointing, but at least it's relatively recent. The 5.3-inch 720p screen is bright and clear. The phone felt a little wide in my hand, but I've been handling a lot of super narrow, bezel-free flagship phones at the show. The K10's big trick is a wide-angle selfie camera mode. The 8-megapixel shooter did well in indoor light. Hit a button, and it takes a 5-megapixel wide-angle image for group selfies with the attendant fisheye effect. There isn't a second front-facing camera. This is a software mode, but it works to good effect. I was a little less thrilled with the 13MP main camera, which had some blur issues in the indoor hall lighting. When I checked my shots, the sharp front-facing photo and the main camera shot were at 1/33rd second. There was a lot more motion in the main camera shot. The phone comes in 16GB and 32GB models with 2GB and 3GB of RAM, respectively. There's a 3000 mAh battery, the LG fingerprint sensor in its usual place on the back, and of course a headphone jack. It runs decently on a MediaTek Mount 6750 processor. Bluetooth is the older version 4.2, and the phone is powered by micro USB. So yeah, much of it is a flashback to 2015. But a 2015 smartphone with a wide-angle selfie camera will still please a lot of entry-level consumers. LG hasn't announced US availability of the K10 yet. The K8, on the other hand, feels disappointingly cheap, like an Alcatel TradePhone. It has a 5-inch 1280 by 720 screen, 8-megapixel and 5-megapixel cameras, 2GB of RAM, 16GB of ROM, and a 2500 mAh battery. This one also has a MediaTek processor, although LG didn't say which model. The problem is, the K8's build just feels cheap. The plastic back allows for a removable battery, but it feels flimsy. The screen also appears to be lower quality than the K10. It should be denser and just as pretty, but it just didn't look that way in real life. I suspect LG may skip the US with the K8, leaving the K10 to be picked up as an affordable phone by the likes of Boost, Metro PCS, and TradePhone.